प्राणनादं विभुं विश्वनादं जगन्नाथनादं सदानन्दभाजम् प्रभुं प्राणनादं विभुं विश्वनादं जगन्नाथनादं सदानन्दभाजम् भवल्भव्यभूतेश्वरं भूतनादं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुं ईशानमीडे गले मुण्डमालं तनौ सर्पजालं महाकालकालं गणेशादिपालम् गले मुण्डमालं तनौ सर्पजालं.
That doll makes me happy.
There's that part where you can just like let yourself go and let your imagination lead you.
Without dance, the life is pretty empty. It's not fulfilling.
This is something I never imagined myself doing. I never imagined myself dancing again.
It's different and fun because you just need your facial expressions and
So you can really express yourself more in these type of dance.
It is very close to my heart. It has been very, very exhilarating.
Hi, I'm Ananya Chatterjee. I am the Artistic Director of Kalakunj, a Centre for Performing Arts based in Reading. Started in 2008 with the aim to preserve the heritage of South Asian classical music and dance forms. And it is a great opportunity to be here today presenting the Story of Shiva project because Shiva is the Lord of Dance, Lord Nataraja, and the Heritage Lottery Fund has provided us with a grant to showcase the story of Shiva. I wanted to run this project because I believe that we need to preserve our heritage and make people aware of this very much valued art form, which helps us to appreciate and understand the cultures of the world. We had a very fantastic tour guided by the curator of the Victoria and Albert Museum, Mr. Nick Barnard.
We had a chat with him for almost an hour, which was really special. He took us around the Asian displays and spoke to us about how Shiva's evolved across the years, how he first appeared, how the form of Nataraja appeared first, and how it changed, the depiction of the Nataraja changed over the years, which was really amazing because there are many things I didn't know, which was the significance of the ring around the Nataraja, why is it there, why does that particular form have the ring, and apparently it's to do with creation of the cosmos. It's to signify the universe. It was very nice to link a perspective from someone who probably wasn't Indian, probably wasn't Hindu, but understood so much about Shiva and the meaning and how people perceive it. And I didn't realize that Shiva was the main display in the Victoria Albert Museum, and that was very nice.
And then we went onwards to British Museum.
We made a day of it. We spent almost the whole day walking around both museums and took the bus back together. So that was a very nice sort of group event.
And following that, we had very successful two library performances demonstrating this particular art form related to Lord Shiva in Reading. One in Central Library in Reading, another one in Battle Library in Reading, highly supported by the Reading Borough Council Library Services.
I performed in one of them, my daughter performed in the other one, which was very nice. And we had people who visited the library who had no idea what the event was, but they walked in when they heard the bells and they saw all the colors, and the story was being said through every single dance on both days, and the response was just amazing, and people who stayed, watched the show, and they were inquisitive, and they came and spoke to us at the end, and appreciated how much the hand gestures were so different, and the storytelling through hand gestures, and how much it was appreciated. It was really appreciated, which was very nice.
And finally today we are here culminating into the major event where we have dance, music, yoga presentations along with workshops, participatory workshops where everybody who is attending today will get a flavor of this beautiful heritage which we derive from Lord Shiva.
I remember when I went to the Sidmouth Folk Festival as a child, watching the beautiful Indian dances and their costumes flashing and sparkling in the sunshine by the coast in Dorset, Devon, and it's something that stayed with me all my life, is my enjoyment of different types of art dance from all around the country. So it's going to be a real treat for me to be here this morning to see you dancing and hearing the music and seeing the beautiful costumes.
Can I congratulate Mrs. Chatterjee and her team on the wonderful work they've done over particularly the last year, but also longer than that, in making sure that your heritage is properly appreciated.
Practice of yoga, like dance or music, takes you to a state of trance or ecstasy, which in turn helps one to experience the divine. That's what all these art forms, dance, music, any art form tries. That's the main core essence of any art form, to attain that state of bliss. Caste, gender, age, religion, creed, nothing is important. All you need is just unadulterated bhakti and complete surrender. Those are just the two most important elements that need to be there to attain the Lord's grace. This is proved by the fact that the 63 Nayamars, or the main Shiva devotees, came from different walks of life, but they all attained salvation because of that one important factor, that the pure love for Lord Shiva, and everything else was not needed and could not have been considered in front of the Lord's eyes.
Tamil Kirtane, song Padme Tunai, composed by Sri Papanasam Shivam in Balaji Ragam and set to Aditalam.
This particular song is devoted to Sri Kapalishwara, the deity residing on a Kapali temple situated in Mylapore, Chennai.
Bayankara Bhavakadal Amindural Yanakunad Padame Tunai Parama Shiva.
Shambho, that which is everywhere, could we experience it? Yes. And that is Shiva. We can only experience, and in our experience, we find truth.
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारम् संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारम्
जटाजूटगङ्गोत्तरङ्गैर्विशिष्यं शिवं शङ्करं शम्भुमीशानमीडे मुदामाकरं मण्डलं मण्डयन्तं महामण्डलं भस्मभूषाधरन्तम्
ah first padam which I did, that is my own choreography and my own outlook of the Nayika. Perhaps moving a little away from the the very framework of a Nayika which is followed in Mohiniyattam. And the second piece is of course choreographed by my guru Dr. Geeta Radhakrishna. So I like to make it as a combination whenever I'm present.
Is the forest dark?
Excellent question. Is the forest dark? Very good question.
For a woman, it is actually about a place where she can go and meet her lover. So for us, the forest is actually a very beautiful place where you can spend some quality time, yes, for intimacy. So for us, the forest is a very, very beautiful and secretive.
Shiva is the fierce god, but he's also Bholinath. He's also sweet. Parvati is talked about in the Moksha, in the Moksha piece, no? Yeah, in the Moksha piece, that the verse is about giving sweetness. May the universe bring sweetness into our lives. So the idea is, all these ideas are constant reminder that paradox is the flavor of life.
Hindu mythology is run by the thought process of fear, because we always say that don't do something wrong because God will punish you. So that way there is that fear associated even with Lord Shiva because of his anger. At the same time, it's not necessary that only if you do something wrong will he destroy you. It can also be moving away from ignorance, as in destroying ignorance and bringing knowledge in. Destroying darkness and bringing you into light.
It's really special that we have got this gift of Indian classical dance. Each of us understands a different technique, a different history, a different tradition. So it's not just what you see. There's a huge history, process of learning of not only the dance vocabulary but also our scriptures, and that's what brings out the different facets. And which is, I think, a fantastic idea to be able to showcase that today. So we saw different elements of Shiva being presented. Perhaps at the end of it, you might see one whole picture, but each aspect of that picture is like a little puzzle, which we have all tried to, bring in our own way. So for me, it's a very special idea. I don't get to see this variety in London, so I'm really excited.
I'm very happy to be here. It's a fantastic event. There is no accident. I came, I've seen quite a lot, and I'm very, very happy. I'm very delighted, by the presence of these, young and even senior ladies, who really know what they're doing, and they are professional.
Very nice event, really well organized. Really loving the whole diversity of all the different dances from different parts of India.
All the artists have come from different parts of UK, I suppose, so it was really nice experience to see all the dances, different dances all together at one stage.
It was really fantastic. We really enjoyed it, and the variety of the dance forms, and even for the kids, I'm sure it will really benefit for them.
And they taught us a lot about Shiva from their perspectives and where they're from and how they look at it. Some of the dances they choreographed themselves to give it some more impact. So a lot of the dances were of their own interpretation of Shiva rather than their teacher's interpretation and them following it.
I think the most amazing thing was the similarities between them. Although they were so different, the way Shiva was depicted, the hand gestures, the anger, the love, and the essence of Shiva, I think, it was really nice.
There was a lot of variety, not just the dances, the costumes. It was all very aesthetically beautiful.
The dances were fabulous. All those ladies were looking really excellent. I think they were fairies from some other world, from an unknown world, and stepping up down on the stage. And I was so mesmerized seeing them, that exactly what the strength of the God was there within them.
I think there was so much variety that it's so inspirational that I want to learn all the dances now, but hopefully one day I will.
Right arm out, hugs the shoulder. Now that's the direction you're going to turn. Take your arm out and turn. Go. Perfect turn.
We've been at the Shiva workshops.
We've been there dancing and learning old dances, and we've been also taught by excellent teachers who know Kathak and Bharatanatyam.
We've been doing workshops on Kathak and Bharatanatyam, so some of the performers, they were doing some workshops to teach us about their native dances and the dances they've been working on from early years.
The beautiful symbol of how Nataraja reminds us to keep that balance. And when you keep that balance, everything around you dances when you are at a point of stillness. So, feet, lift one foot up. Let's see if you can all balance. Yeah? Everybody stand and do a balance. Come on. Everyone up, 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 up.
It was fun and different because with Bharatanatyam you have certain rules and you can see some of them in Kathak as well, but they're slightly different.
So you can see how the two different styles vary, but also how they're kind of similar in a way. It was nice to kind of get a taste of both the different type of styles.
Yeah, dance actually feels like I've changed my life today a bit.
I enjoy expressing myself in dance and stuff because it's just fun doing it, and I like the different gods that we dance about and what the story is behind it all. They also have a story and a moral after it, so it kind of flows. So the whole dance is just depicting a story about gods and goddesses and things like that.
But I was excited to see the performance of the participant, because there is a stage performer and all the participants were performing very nicely and very beautifully. That's exciting for me to see that different culture people joined in a same stadium or same home, and they are doing a beautiful way. The kids get confidence.
Dance encourages me because if I have a school play and I feel a bit nervous, I can encourage myself by saying, I've done this already, so I can be a bit braver.
We came here to see the different aspects of Lord Shiva, her different faces, different yogi, moksha, different form, different mudras of the Lord Shiva.
So the third is the asana, posture, how we relate to our body. This is about the physical postures related to the body. And then is the pranayama, breath extension, how we relate to our breath or spirit, how we can hold the energy with the breathing techniques, how we can practice it.
Here I think it's the energy of the Supreme, which we call as Shiva, the power. When we connect with that energy, we feel that we are feeling ourselves from that source for the emptiness we are having within in this universe or on this earth, and that makes us like a whole person to be with. There is a union between the soul and the Supreme Soul, and once it's been connected, and the real joy is up there.
My impression is that there is so much, how to say, postmodern culture, which is not very much, how to say, in tune, with, with the understanding, of the subject matter of spirituality, which means simple living, high thinking, So that's why, I try to grab, every opportunity I can,
I'd love to do this again.
We should have more of this type of events, especially for us. Like, we are quite far from India, so would like to see all sort of dance forms, and especially for our kids, because they don't have any idea of the culture and the different dance forms. So they're able to see different dance forms. You feel more rooted.
This program should be organized more often, people don't have the awareness of what the energies are all about, and most of the people just really walk around being disconnected with that supreme energy. So yes, these programs would probably put in touch with them for what they have lost many years ago. We have really lost our happiness many years ago and been running on the things which we think might give us happiness, and that's just an illusion.
In some areas there isn't much knowledge, like there are other dances out there which also like resemble some of the dances you already know or can be different, and are dance forms which if you do learn them can really help you. If you have it in your life, it's really useful, like for like the health and also for your own fun. So I think it should be more known and made more popular in the UK.
These type of events really help. It also helps to like bring all the people in one community together so they can all just talk and discuss, and also like Divya said, to really be more aware that there are other types of dancing.
It would have been a very good event if also the local people of UK here also get involved in this type of events, so the cultural exchange will happen quite frequently, and they would also able to understand the different views of the different religions from our religion, and also we can express our the religion, whatever the deep religion understanding of us, of the Hindu religions.
I think we should do it in like different places, and there should be more, because quite a lot of people learnt stuff they didn't know, and people could take part no matter how old they were, so it's for all ages, so I think it was quite nice.
Overall, I think it was a really enjoyable experience, and that there should definitely be more of them to make our community more aware, and for them to enjoy like the wonderful art forms that are out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you all for attending this initiative and making it successful. We hope to carry this forward into the future with more artistic endeavors, and hopefully we will be supported by one and all, the audience, the people of the community, as well as be able to get some funding as well for our future projects, which can make it more successful. And thank you.
We always have these lessons on Sundays, which is really fun. For this, our teacher told us to do like a Shiva picture, because we actually didn't know when we went here we would see loads of Shiva pictures here, and it was amazing to see our own ones.
Kabalam Trishulam Karabhyam